Hello, hello, my friends. How are you guys? So good to see you here. I was just sitting here because we crafted this morning inside the VIP group. Well, we didn't craft, we painted this morning inside the VIP group. And I was going to bring it down here to show you guys. Anyway, but I was cleaning my mess up because I don't ever clean my mess up when I'm finished with something. Let me show you. I took a picture of what we did today, this afternoon, in the garage. And I was like, I need to take that book back down there so I can show them tonight. And I forgot. So I'm going to show you the next best thing, which is the picture. We worked on, so inside the Dream Makers group, we call it the VIP, we call it the Dream Makers. I mean, you get it. It's the Dream Makers, but it's also, I say VIP to it sometimes. But they're the same group. And we have been working on flowers, painting flowers. When I asked at the beginning of the year what they wanted to work on, a, a few people were like, I want to learn flowers. Hello, Barb. How are you? And I'll share the link of the book that I got. But we're working through this book. And so today we painted irises. Painted, did watercoloring, did colored pencil. So the top one up here, nope, it's backwards. This one is colored pencil. This one is paint pen. This one is acrylic, and then this one is acrylic watercolor. I don't know if you can see it this way any better, probably not, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Um, every week we paint flowers and until we get done with this series. And so it's been a lot of fun. So if you are in the VIP group, make sure you watch that video this morning because it's up. If you're not in the VIP group, you need to be there. Just saying, it's the coolest group around. And actually these are printables from the VIP group, but we're gonna showcase our two, look at these, our two oh, here's my other one. Frames. There we go. This one is a VIP group frame too. Sorry. I give the VIP peeps a lot of stuff. So sorry. This is the VIP one only. You should really be in the VIP group for those. Oh, you brought my favorite ones too. Thank you. No, I don't want her in here. All right. So we're going to create a little insert with some of our printables and we're going to bring it to life. So this was one of our printables. Sorry, I needed James to bring me my glasses. Hello, hello, hello. How are you driving down the highway in the rain? Who said that? Deb. We got everybody on here. It is so good to see you guys. Always love seeing your faces. So this is in the VIP group. This little welcome, isn't the little scarecrow so cute? If you can't tell, if you don't know, if you're new here, this month we've been talking all about scarecrows. This is another one that's so cute. Two different styles. Look at that. Super cute. This one's adorable. And you got some little 4x4 ones if you wanted to make like a whole set of these because these all kind of match. And so you could do these on like 4x4 things, which we might do. Switch these. We're gonna see. Let me switch what I'm doing. These are coasters. Okay, they're coasters. So didn't it be a cute smile? The 4x4 ones are going to fit those coasters perfectly. That's cute. I think this is 8x6. See, I don't think this fits there. It doesn't fit to that one. We're going to have to do this one. And we're going to squeeze it. Yeah, we're going to make that work for this one. We're going to make it work. Actually, I don't know. I just want to do these. So we'll do those as a separate project because I want this little guy on here. We're going to use this one tonight. But these all go together. And so I'm going to get a different frame and then I think we'll put these together with a couple of these. Probably like the little pumpkin barrel and either the pumpkin barrel in a sign or this in the sign. So we'll do the sign, but I think I like this pumpkin barrel. Which do you guys like? This one is super, super cute. Hubby's driving. That's good. Or that one. They're so cute. They're so cute. And this is gorgeous, you guys. This one is gorgeous. All right. So we have a 6x6 square that we're going to use. Need more room. I need more room. Everybody else feel that way when they're crafting sometimes? Oh, I brought this to show you guys. See? So these little 6x6 signs that are in the shop fit in this. Okay. This has an easel on it. I will probably send you the updated easel. Okay. So most of the things, the picture isn't changing, but we have an updated easel, and that's probably the one that I would send you. Anyway, these fit in there with the double layer. Okay. We're not doing a double layer because we're just doing the paper on it. But the double layers also fit in this interchangeable one for the VIP group. Now, it does have plastic on it right now, so it's pretty tight, but normally it wouldn't be. Okay. We're going to paint that one to go in here too. We're going to do that inside the VIP group. You like the one next to the sign? That might be the one that we do. This one? Yeah. They're all so cute. They're all so cute. All right, this is going to be simple. We are going to Mod Podge this down. Where's my Mod Podge? I didn't get home in enough time to like prepare anything. Not that I'm ever really prepared anyways, but we went to the grocery store, and when you got boys at home all the time, you got to go to the grocery store all the time. That's kind of what I feel like. All right, we're going to Mod Podge this. This is regular weight paper. And I'll be honest, I want to print some on parchment. I want to print some on rice paper, all the things, but my printer's messed up. So I need a new one. It's amazing that I can just get these out of it sometimes. Anyway, this would be cute. This is just regular paper. So because it's regular paper and you're not going to see through it as much, you don't have to paint the background white. So we're just going to Mod Podge it on. Plug in my iron. It's been a day, I feel like. You ever have days where like nothing really is going wrong, but it's just kind of a blah day? And that's kind of what it's been. I was live this morning inside the Freemakers group, and then I had a phone call with all the ladies that I was with last week. We have a weekly call. Went to the grocery store. I guess just not an overall exciting day, right? I think the shifting of the weather is doing that. It does that for sure. Um, Parker's had a little bit of gunkiness. You always feel like you're like, oh, getting a cold or have allergies or something like that during this time of year. Your printer makes them a different color. Yeah. So it's probably like when's the last time you put ink in it? Like it might just be old ink, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. Might be old ink. Hello, Wanda and Jane. I haven't seen who's on. I've just been kind of chatting away. Debbie likes the barrel mirror. Okay. I love you guys being on here. I'm so happy to see you guys. How much are the interchangeable frames? They're all different prices. So the scalloped one is in the VIP collection. Okay. So if you are in the VIP group and you have the VIP collection, it's going to be in there. And then let me just grab you guys the link to the frames real quick because I should have done that beforehand. See, remember I told you that I didn't prep very much today. It's just been kind of a day. Interchangeables, frames, signs. All right, here you go. Those are all the interchangeables, interchangeable signs and frames. Okay. So, all right. Let's iron this down. And I think we're also going to use some, we're going to distress it so it's not so white because I don't really want it super, super white. Hi, Darcel. How are you? Allergies are bad this year. Yeah. I have allergies. I have been taking, well, I have allergies in the spring and fall. And I did not have them this spring because I swear by, I was just taking a Zysol every day. None of the others are tech, Allegra, Claritin, none of those ever worked for me, but the Zysol really did. And I've been out of it for like a month, and I just need to go back to Sam's and get it. And I just haven't wanted to walk into Sam's. Oh, did I put that too high? I sure did. Oh well, that's all right. I'm gonna make it cute anyway. He's a little high. See, I could have brought it down just a little bit, so that's all right though. Sandal off. We're gonna use some pen work on this. We're gonna do some pen stuff. We're gonna do some paint stuff. We're gonna do some stickles stuff. So we're gonna really bring this piece to life. Someone asked me the other day about the grit sandpaper I use, and I told you 220. Typically, when I am distressing paint colors, I use the 220. For things like this, where you're sanding off paper that's thicker than paint, anything thicker than paint, I usually use like an 80. All right. He's so cute. Look at him. He's so cute. Adorable. All right. So we need a brown. And I think the best brown that probably is going to work is going to be one that I don't have. Yeah. We'll use chocolate sprinkle. I prefer burnt umber. There's burnt umber. This is absolutely adorable, you guys. I think I'm going to zoom in on the camera so you guys can see this a little bit better. Finally have a bed in your bedroom instead of your living room. I love it because they need to put things away and get organized. That takes a while. I'm so glad to hear that how the home construction is kind of, you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, because man, that can be a lot sometimes for sure. Going to the library isn't an option. I know. I mean, I probably wouldn't have a printer if I didn't own a business. I'll just be honest. I probably wouldn't own a printer, but I get it. Maybe I would. I don't know. Why did you say sorry, Sherry? Mhm. Sherry mailed me a sweet little envelope, and so at our retreat that we had, that our VIP members had this past spring, we're gonna have another one next early summer. Um, and we all said, like, who was it? I think it was Andrea. And we were talking about having a name. So everybody decided the Sisterhood of the Traveling Paints. So that's what the cool girls are called, the Sister of the Traveling Paints. So you need to come join it. Everybody in the VIP group is just awesome in there, you guys. You know, we live in an ugly world, and I think it's very important. Hold on, I'm going to wipe my sandpaper up. We live in a very difficult world, and I'm going to wipe this dust up. Just being able to have a place go, especially online, because most of the times when you get online, you're looking at stuff that's just like causes stress and anxiety, the news of the world, and all of that stuff. And so I think it's really, really important to have a community of women who just enjoy the same things as you. You know, enjoys creating with you, whatever creating looks like. loves the Lord. And so I think it's super important for everyone to have that sort of community. And so if you don't, definitely find one. You're welcome here. Everybody's welcome here, right? The sisterhood of the okay. Oh, yep, Vicky. Sherry sent Happy Mail. I love it. Anyway, she had little stickers made. I'm going over this very lightly. I don't want heavy brush strokes in it, but I want some brush strokes in it. So you have to be really careful because if you get pressed down too hard with this, you're gonna have some heavy brush strokes. I think it's cute. Let's do this way. The way it kind of frames it. So in one of the frames, you will be able to see this edge, but in the one that it slides in, you won't see it very much. I'll show you what I mean. Oh, he's so cute. He's adorable. Is it possible to either tea or coffee stain the printable? So yes, but I would use like rice paper or something, not printer paper. Printer paper is gonna like disintegrate, I think. I'm just assuming. But I would use like rice paper or something like that for sure. I loved him. I loved him. I loved him too, Vicky. All right. What else are we gonna do? Let's pull out. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I was thinking about a stencil, but I don't think I have a stencil that I want to use. Let me look at the stencils real quick. Well, we just need to create a new stencil then, I think. Right? If you guys have stencil ideas, so we just released the stencils a couple weeks ago. If you guys have stencil ideas, send them my way. Um, because I'm cutting them for you guys. So I want to know what you guys want. So I think I like this. It's called Cable Knit. I think very lightly, I'm gonna kind of sponge it some right here and right here to just kind of overlay some. Let's see what that looks like. Let me get a sponge. If I can break it off. There we go. And we're gonna get the same color, but I don't want very much at all. Like I just barely want you to see. Let's kind of do that side. Let's pull it back and see. That gives it such a cool technique. Just some different variety to it. I love that. So let's do this way the opposite. Maybe like that. Oh, no. We'll do right there. And we'll kind of go down this way. So I'm putting it very lightly. Let me zoom this in. I told you I would, and then I got distracted and just started painting. Let me zoom it in for you guys so you can see a little bit more. There we go. That better? That's much better. Sorry, I just get excited and get distracted. I have a little something here that was in my paint. Must be dry already. Should spread that out some. All right, so now let's look at our stickles. And I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I have not used stickles in forever. I know I like this one. We might use that one. I really like this copper. The copper is really, really fun for like fall. Super, super fun. And this is the glisten and glisten. This is a new one. We'll put that one back in there until we need it. But I think these are almost gone. Let's see. Do we have an orange? Not really the orange I'm vibing with, but we might make it work. This might be fun too. It's called Sunset. Let's see. I'll use one of these. So I think let's do a combination of some of these. Sunset, orange slice, and copper. I think that's going to be really pure. Is rice paper easy to use for printing on? I'm not the right person to ask because I that's how I messed up my printer. Not gonna lie, full disclosure, that's how I messed up my printer. But I think my printer was not doing the best anyway. So I'm gonna try it again. This is a copper color. Yeah, this is a copper color. Um, but there are so here, this is what I think. You need a printer that the best way to do it. And I have the one where it feeds through and it's like the loop de looped and all the things, roller coaster things inside of it that your paper goes through just to get the thing on the other side. Okay, so that is what you don't need. And I need to just get one of the printers that don't put it in one of those. Okay, put it in one of the printers that you put your paper in and then it comes out the front. Okay, I think you know what I'm talking about. But you don't want it to do any loop de loops and stuff like that because that's what's going to mess it up. So yes, everybody loves printing on rice paper. The other thing you could do is like you can do it on tissue paper as well. There are techniques of that. And we actually have a training for that inside the VIP group. That's probably old Marissa. And you know what? I wonder if it's there now since Facebook was deleting stuff. 'Cause that was like 3 years ago. All right, let's do some things here. We're going to go ahead and use this orange. It might be a little bit bright, but let's see. Oh, no, I think it's going to be absolutely perfect. Let's do this. We're going to put some lines on all of them. We're not going to be too perfect. And that one was too perfect. Hold on. Hold, please. Let's take that off there. And we're going to do it again. So I don't want to necessarily trace everything. I just want to bring some highlights to certain spots. Now, if you wanted to trace everything, you totally could. And it just depends on kind of the style that you're going for. You know what we should have done first was let's make sure they all have a bottom at least, our pin work. So one of the things that you can do, I got these from Dollar General. Okay, I'm going to show you each of them. It's the other one. Okay, so these are all very fine art pens, and you guys, I think for what I paid for them, they're the Art Skills. I'm trying to get it to where you can see it. The Art Skills, and it's a small, a fine, and a detail. And the small is really small. Okay, and the fine and the detail is even smaller. It's so small, but I really like them. I really like them. I don't I think that I usually use the small. We're gonna use the fine right now. I think I want to trace, like I said, we probably should have done this before we started doing the stipples. I was definitely getting ahead of myself. So, does it look like rose gold to you? It does have a little bit of it's not rose gold, but I can see why you're saying that. Is a little bit different. Um, we're going to messy trace all of him. Okay. Let's see, we're going to trace that. We'll trace this one. messy trace, okay? When I say that, I just mean squiggly lines. And you could definitely really, really, really take your time on this if you wanted. Let's do 2 dots there, there. His hands are in his little pockets here. That's adorable. Looks like there's a, look how cute that is. Can you see how, yeah, just stuck my hand in the stickles. Here you go. They're just messy lines. Okay. We're gonna do all of him. And let's do the bow like this. His little shoes. You can even go as far as like he has um plaid like in his, it's not really plaid but kind of. So you could even go as far if you wanted to get really detailed and you could do plaid in there. All right, let's turn it around so I'm not putting my hands in. And so you want to just kind of trace all of the edges everywhere where, and we could even do trace the if you even wanted to trace his hair a little bit. You don't have to necessarily do everyone, but that's super cool. I love it. Let's do a little bit right here so it doesn't look too out of whack. And let's go ahead. I don't know why I keep turning it around. It's like I have to look at it. Let's go ahead and circle his eyes in. And let's do his nose a little bit, his face. And then we need to do some of these up here. There we go. Look how cute that is. It's just those little things are adding a lot of detail. Vellum, that's the other thing that I was thinking of. Yes, Deb, vellum is a good one to print on. Thank you. Yeah, you have to tape it down really well. Yes. Yeah. All right. It looks like there might be some here too, going down the front part of his hat. Yeah, that looks better. All right, so now you're going to look at it at this point and think, okay, do you want to do that on anything else? I could do it on the pumpkins a little bit where I don't have stickles anyway, but we could have done that first. We should have done that first. Let's paint there so you know where their stem is. Just scribble lines, okay? I don't want you to think perfect in this. It is literally scribble, scribble lines. Oh, his chin. You're so right. Thank you. Perfect. Except it looks like a lip is cut right there. That one does need to be a solid line, probably. All right. So if we had different colors of these pins, you could even do this with other colors. Like you could do a brown in here, which I think would be absolutely gorgeous. But I don't think I have a brown that I'm gonna love. And so I'm just gonna do very little. I say that and then you keep going. You know, you're like, oh, only just a little bit. But actually, I think it needs it all. I think it does look good with it all. That looks so cute. Oh, that's his hand. He's holding the apple up. I'm like, what are these little corn stalks pointing down for? Those are his hands. All right, and then you have a stalk here, and we'll do a little bit. So think about, so we had a piece of paper and we just Mod Podged it down. We didn't use any paint on it. I know. Doesn't the pen work really, really, really change the look of it? It really, really does. It just gives it kind of a, I don't know. It just, I love pen work on everything. So we just used the printable that was in the VIP group. You can do this with any printable though, okay? But if you are a dream maker, this printable is in there for you guys. Um, Ironed it on. We didn't even paint the board. Didn't even paint the board. Ironed it on, did some stencil work on it, did some paint around the edges, did some line work, and now we're doing stickles. Um, let's do, I'm gonna outline his little overalls in this copper color because I think that's gonna be adorable. So honestly, for this, I wouldn't have had to trace it with the black. So like this is taking place of the pen work. And actually, I'm going to use the squiggly lines. That's adorable. That's adorable. Let's do his feet down here a little bit. Let's do a little bit on his hat. We're not going to do too much. We did probably more on his clothes than I did anything else. Super cute. If I had a cool yellow, then I would do it. We could do the glistening in her hair with this one that's literally called glistening. But I don't think I'm going to do that. Maybe I should. Let's try it. Oh, yes. I mean, don't we all want glisten in our hair? Now, this one, you still needed the pin work because you can see through it and it really just kind of brightens it up a little bit. Hey, Amy, how are you, my friend? It is so good to see you. So, this is like, it's called Sunset. It's like a burnt orange. And so I'm just going to do a little bit right here. This little collar and these little things right here. These little pants. So cute. Let's do his. There we go. That's adorable. That's so cute. Looky, looky, looky. Look at all the detailing. So there's our stencil. We did the stickles. I love it. Oh, we didn't put any. Oh, I don't think we do want anything on the corn stalks, just the tracing. I want him to be the star of the show. However, that means if we have glitter in the hair, we need glitter in his little hands here. In those, remember? There we go. Those kind of blend in really well with the corn stalks, but this is absolutely gorgeous, you guys. Mm, I'm so sorry you're not feeling the greatest, Amy, but you know what? I'm glad I know that because you have amazing women here who are going to pray for you tonight, including me. Yes, girls, we need prayers a lot, don't we? We can't live this world alone. We cannot live this world without a community like this. That's my beliefs, and I'm sticking to it. All right, so let me show you. I can't show you in the VIP one though, because it's going to mess up my glitter because my stickles is not dry yet. But if you imagine Look how cute that is. And then I will probably put a bow at the top too. So I'll take a picture of that for you guys when this is dry tomorrow. I'll put it in here. And I think I have a cute bow I want to put at the top. And then here is another one that's in the shop. So these are, you can get the one, you can get one that has two. So it's like this one and this one stacked. And then there's one with three. I like the one. But it will just pop right in here. And oh my goodness, you can put a bow on this one too. Look at that cuteness. You can paint these any color you want. I just do mine black, but honestly, I think I want another set because I think I want a set that is stained brown because I think that would look really good with this one. And so sometimes I would use black, sometimes I would use brown or whatever. But I think I want to do another one of these so that I have an extra one. But there you go. There's your little scarecrow for the night. Remember what we've talked about. We've talked about Proverbs 4:23, okay? Guarding your heart. And unfortunately, I cannot remember the scripture off the top of my head. That's one thing I do need to be better about, that is memorizing scripture. Anyway, the reason we've been working on scarecrows this month is just to, what can you learn from the scarecrow? There are things that scarecrows emulate. There are scarecrows have jobs, and so what does that look like? And then how can we relate what we can learn from that to the Bible, to scripture, and where in our life? Okay. So taking guard of your heart. We've talked a lot about it and what that looks like and how to bring it into your life. So it's been a really great topic here on the page and inside the VIP group. And I'm really excited for next month's topic. I hope you guys are. So I love you, Amy. I love you guys. All right. So he is too cute to scare anything away, right? That's awesome. I love it. I can't wait till he dries. He's a cutie. I love him. All right. I love you guys. Happy Wednesday. Go ahead and you can comment dream if you want more info on the Dream Makers group where you can get this printable and so much more and access to that frame and all the things. You can comment dream. And if you want to head to the shop, you can comment shop because there's lots of cool things in there, especially what we painted last night. If you did miss what we painted last night, it was the cutest little scarecrow couple. So, so cute. They're posted here on the page, but they're upstairs because I couldn't resist them. So I love you guys. I will see you soon.